Hello guys, I'm Lara Indiaman and today I'll be teaching you about HTML. After downloading your Visual Studio Code, you will create a file on your desktop. You can name it any other name, but for me I name it HTML tutorial. So this HTML tutorial, and you come back to the Visual Studio Code. When you come back to the Visual Studio Code, you will create another folder within the Visual Studio Code. So the folder you creating a Visual Studio Code, it's actually necessary to name it index.html, which will help you your browser to find your web page very easy. So reason being we name it index.html is because every web page researching look for index.html. So the index.html will be able to help you to find your work very easy and common. The index is just the file name, but the .html is to help the browser by default to find your work. So within that simple index.html, you can maybe you want to get your sign in page, your sign out page, you can name it sign out.html, the sign in.html, which will always be corresponding with that identical because that is a work, so it corresponds. So you have to name it like where you name the main one index.html, you have to name the second one HTML sign out.html, which will actually be good.
First one index, like I told you, you can need the first one index.html. So maybe if you want to get different words that which is corresponding, maybe your sign in, your sign out, maybe the sign you can say sign in.html and the sign out.html. So everything will be corresponding, that it will be easy and good to do your connection or giving reference to. So the first one, doc tag. Doc tag is letting the browser know which version of HTML you are using. So every HTML have TD tags, the opening tag, and the element content, and the closing tag. So each of these, that means, let's say for example, if you are pressing a P tab, which is angle bracket P, close the angle bracket, you write your paragraph. After tapping, you press angle bracket slap P angle bracket. So that is a closing tab. Always, if it's open, it will always close. If you open, you don't close it. If you refresh your browser, it's not going to work. So like the HTML, I have about one heading, two heading, three heading, four heading, five heading, all the way to six heading, but they don't have seven heading, they don't have eight heading. So then the HTML heading is discussed are talking about, the HTML have to, the heading have to be like the HTML heading 1 will be bigger than the HTML heading 2, the HTML heading 2 will be bigger than the HTML heading 3, and the HTML heading 3 going to be bigger than the HTML heading 4 all the way to the HTML heading 6. So what I want you to know, the HTML heading 1 will be very big. So as we taking it step by step, you will get to understand what we're discussing about. So like the HTML, we have to get title. So the title of it might be like, let's say, yeah, angle bracket, title, angle bracket, and the title going to be like, let's say for example, we put the HTML tutorial, then you put angle bracket slash, title, angle bracket. So this one is going to tell you when you enter your browser the title of it. It will be invisible on your page, but if you look up carefully, when you look up, you will see there the HTML tutorial. Whatsoever you put there, you will see it up there. As maybe if, like for example, I name an HTML tutorial. When you enter your browser up there, you will see a HTML tutorial. So that's what the title do, and it will be invisible on your page. And then from there it comes to the heading which have to be with Ingo bracket slash heading, close it. Then it comes to the body. As we put in these words, it will be completing by itself because of the already been saved in the server. So as you put Ingo bracket bullet, when it comes, then press. Know that every work you do, you have to press Control Save. Let me tell you this: if every work you do in Visual Studio Code, if you don't press Control S to save it, it won't be uploaded on your browser. Everywhere you do, you have to press Control S to save it. You have to, if you go and refresh your browser, you're going to see your work that you did in the body. Everything you put in the body will going to be uploaded directly on your WhatsApp. So everything you're going to put there, like I say, going to be uploaded on your WhatsApp. You press Control Save. So let's you press H tab, H1. You just tap, and whatsoever if you can tap that, you tap it, you press Control S, you're going to see it on your website, and it's going to be very big and bold because that is the H1. The H1 tag is very big and bold. So the H2 tag too is going to be a little bit big and bold, and the H3 is going to be a little bit big and bold, and the H4 is going to be a little bit big and bold, and the H a little bit small. So from H1 to H6, like I told you, don't have H7. So every work you do in your Visual Studio Code, make sure you press Control S. You're going to see it when it will be directly on your WhatsApp because you press Control S to save it. How to put the H in tab? You put Ingo bracket H1. Close it, which with the Ingo bracket, you say, oh, welcome to WhatsApp. Then you put Ingo bracket slash H1, close it, which with the same Ingo bracket. Like I told you, every work you do, you have to, it come with 3 different content. So you have to be the closing tab and the main content. So that means what you will be rating there, after doing it, you have to close it. That will be the closing tab as well. So these are the 3 things that make your work to be uploaded directly on your WhatsApp as well. So as you press Control S, when you be saved on your WhatsApp, know that every single mistake you make, like for example, you put Ingo bracket, you open it, if you don't close it, will not be uploaded on your WhatsApp. So that comes to the P tab. The P tab is going to put Ingo bracket P, going to come also with the Ingo bracket P with Ingo bracket. Then whatsoever you want to tell, maybe say I love you Jesus, or when you say I'm going to paragraph, that's also the P tab. The P tab stands for the paragraph. So after you tap, don't forget you have to press Ingo bracket slash P Ingo bracket, press Control S and refresh your browser. So everywhere you do, you're going to see it. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Larry again. Keep following my YouTube channel. I love you. I'm going to see you in the next video. Thank you.